the role of the CEO, first let me just give you a quick background, because what used to happen in this country earlier is hospitals were basically just two types. One was the government-run hospitals, and the second one was the trust-run hospitals. Okay, it was actually in 1983 that the visionary Dr. Pratap Reddy, chairman of Apollo Hospitals, started this concept of for-profit hospitals. As a result of which, obviously, the role has changed, and earlier, what used to be hospitals were run by doctors, right? They thought a medical guy is the one who knows the business well, and he is the one who should run the business. But I think, to sum it up in simple, what has happened is now it has evolved to such an extent that earlier what people used to talk about smooth running administration and operational efficiency as the parameters for success, I think now it has evolved. One has to understand the customer and be customer centric. And this is what I feel the change in the CEO's role. And as a result of which, now more and more corporate hospitals have come in, and people who head hospitals now are no more doctors, but they are more having commercial acumen and understanding the business, for top line as well as.
If you see why a business exists, and what is it that we are looking at from a CEO's point of view, a business point of view. Ultimately, I come from CPG industry. There are three important things in CPG. One, obviously, the top line, which should be growing. And nowadays, 15-20% growth is considered way too low. Unless you are growing at 25%, 30%, you're not a well-performing CPG company. The second is, obviously, should result in good bottom line. And the third part is that you should be using capital very efficiently. So whether it's capital assets or working capital, the capital and the cash flow part, cash flow management, is another important part for the business, for CPG at least. Now, traditionally, the first part, that is improving the top line, used to be the responsibility of marketing, sales, and R&D in terms of innovation. How do we introduce products which are liked by consumers? How do we improve the demand? How do we communicate the benefits? All that was taken care of by marketing, sales, and R&D. The profit part, and especially reducing cost in the operations, that was used to be the CEO responsibility. And cash flow management used to be the CFO responsibility, right? Now, if I can capture a dialogue from one of the ads, that's an old idea. In the new idea, not really, in the new idea, the COO's role goes across all the three streams. I'll tell you how. In terms of top line improvement, COO helps in improving the product availability when the consumers want it. And the COO's role extends right up to the time when a consumer comes in contact with the product for the first time. Now, improving shelf availability, reducing stockouts at the retail points, and ensuring that the product is always fresh to the consumer. All these three are CEO's responsibility. And we had a very interesting experiment, maybe I can take a minute here, where we said that without any additional marketing inputs or sales inputs, let's see how much growth can we get through sheer product availability at consumers' point. And we took the biggest market in the country, which is Uttar Pradesh, which is largely rural, about 85% is rural in that area, which has huge distribution challenges. We took one of our leading products, a soap called Godrej No. 1, and we said, let's make it available at as many places as we can. And without any additional marketing or sales budget, no additional ATL, no additional BTL, etc. And this product was ranked number 4 in the market in terms of market share, with a share of about 11%. And in 6 months, through sheer product availability, we came to a market share of about 21% and became a market leader. That clearly shows that COO's role in terms of improving product availability, ensuring that products are always fresh when the consumers want it, has a huge impact on the company's top line. Once this is understood, then CEOs get respected in the boards, because they not only help in reducing costs, they also help in improving the top line of the company. In terms of cash flow, now working capital reduction is obviously the CEO's responsibility, both from the raw materials, WIP, finished goods inventory that we carry. The capital assets that we use, if we are growing at 25-30%, we need to enhance capacity of all the product lines. Now, how do we ensure that we grow year after year 15, 20, 30% without incurring the capex that our competitors incur? The entire process is through what is known as debottlenecking of capacities. So if an asset used to produce 100 units, how do we ensure that next year it produces 115 units without any additional capex? All that is part of CEO's responsibility. It really depends on CEOs how they extend their role beyond managing costs to managing cash as well as managing the top line of the company. The role is changing. It's entirely up to us where we take CEO's role to, and not restrict. My suggestion would be not restricted to just cost containment. That's a very, very narrow focus for CEOs.
From our perspective, what we're saying, CEOs, is take an increasing role in IT projects. So if you look at most of our deployments today, we find that along with the CIO, who is of course the end owner of the IT platform, the COO is actually the business owners of the platform. So they actually own the entire end-to-end perspective of deployment of a transaction system or a supply chain system within the company. So they're actually becoming the de facto the business person that is opposite the IT person in terms of making sure that this is successful.
If you really look at, if you look at the CEO's role, so end of the day, if you look at the raw material, right from the manufacturing stage, the raw material, the finished good to reaching it to the customer, in the most optimal and the cost-effective way is what probably defines, I think, a CEO's role. So if you're able to do that, you're able to cut costs, you're able to grow revenues, and also keep your customers happy.